Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Makakadash, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Makakadash. Shalom to the elect out there, men, women, and your children. Peace to the gods. I'm going to entitle this video, I Never Witnessed the UK or the United Kingdom's dollar or England's dollar this low. Another title could be the UK dollar is sinking. And I heard this on Bloomberg because I listen to Bloomberg radio pretty much 95% of the time I'm in the car if I'm not listening to XM radio. But like I got XM radio so I can listen to CNN and other stations, the urban, what is that called? The Urban View. It's a black, all black radio station on XM. The XM is a couple of $100 a year. But it's once you get it, you get addicted. Anyway, and I heard this on the Bloomberg. Okay, this is right as of right now. Let me do this. Okay, it's the 23rd. And now they keep, this thing changes minute to minute, hour to hour. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me do this. Let me go 5 years ago. Let me go back 5 years ago. Okay, so this is the British dollar 5 years ago. So we're talking what? 17, right? September 29th, 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 years ago. Almost to the day, right? Now it took you 134 US dollars, and that's when the US dollar was doing pretty good, doing very good. It took you $134 to get £1 sterling. Hope I'm not going over your head, trying to make this as simple as possible. You know me, I'm into money. I dabble in the money's work around the world and gold prices and silver. But this is as of 5 years ago. This is long before this the C-19 and all that good stuff. This is when the economy was pretty good. So if you was to take a trip over to England, convert your US dollars into UK dollars, you would have to pay $134, get $100. So it was very expensive for America, right? So let me do this. Let me come over here to, okay, this is 20. All right, this is 2020. Matter of fact, let me go to 19. This is November. December 2019. This is when the outbreak, it was $134 to the US dollar. In other words, you needed $133 to get $100 in UK money from US to UK, right? So that's December, and that's when they started talking about the C-19. And then you notice it went down again. If you can see it. Wow. Okay, we're down here. Wait a minute, let me catch this. I find this shit fascinating. Oh, damn. I'm trying to catch it right on the down. Okay, this is 160. So it took you 106. It cost 116 US dollars to get $1 British dollar. That was pretty good. Pretty good. So now let's come over here to 131 and went back up. Okay, May of 2021. That's pretty high. That's up there. 100, 141. You had to pay 100. If you went to from US dollars, Federal Reserve notes, the UK vacation over there, the airfare was cheap. The way they get you is when you get over there, you know? They want to get you over there. It's like a casino. They have a bus. You ever take a bus to a casino? And they'll say it's $25 a bus ride going and bus ride coming back to a casino. It might have been, 100 miles away, 60 miles away, whatever. Like in New York, you got you got Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. You got Atlantic City. I remember Atlantic City was a big deal back in the day. That was like the Las Vegas of the East Coast. But you would go to like a not a stationery store, like a store that sold newspapers and pens and all that, and coffee and whatever. And they would always have a sign up, go to Atlantic City from New York area, $25. I think it was $25, but you would get $20 in coins. So really it was a $5 ride. So it cost you $5 going and coming, round trip, because they wanted you to go up there. And then you got 20, and then they gave you $20 on top of that. The hope was that you play the $20, you lose it, and then you pay your money, and that's how they make their money. Now, when I went up there with old girl, my girl, back in this is back in the shit, the 80s, maybe. We went up there. I took the $20. I played the slots. I hit. I said, damn, I hit it. I made like $100, $150, whatever. And I kept playing. But then I turned around. I would win some, I would lose some. I would win some, and I would lose some, right? But eventually I lost it all. And you know what I did? I got up and walked away. And my girl did the same thing. You know what we did? And we walked around. We went to nice restaurants, and then we timed it where we went to the bus and took us back. I didn't get any money, but I had a little one-day vacation. On their dime. All I had to do was pretty much pay $25. Now, if I'd have kept the coins in my pocket, I could have said, went home with $20 extra in my pocket, and the bus ride would have been $5 round trip. So that's what they used to do years ago in Great Britain. They had all these great deals. Hold up, did this motherfucker change? Wait a minute. They had all these great deals to get over to England. But what people don't understand is, it's only $100, $200, $250 round trip to England. I'm going on vacation. When you went over there, man, your money was worth shit. I remember us I've been to Canada 2 times, Toronto, with brothers. There was one brother that we did like a cable show, and they invited us on a TV station. That station, it was a talk show that covered all of Canada and all of the United States. So they paid for everything, went up there, and they gave us, back then it was $50 a day, which $50 a day, that was in the 90s. That was a lot of money. To eat, they paid for we stayed at an exclusive. As a matter of fact, the hotel that we stayed in was the York Hotel. That was an exclusive hotel. You brothers, you elders in Toronto, y'all know what I'm talking about. Right across the street from the York Hotel, you had the train station. And then you had a Young Street. And I remember, I'm going into a little war story, not war story, but I'm taking a stroll down memory lane. And Ricard even mentioned us going to Canada. That was the second time. Anyway, the second time we went with a bunch of brothers. Them brothers, I was like Mother Goose, and they were my ducklings, man. They followed me. They didn't know nothing about the money system. They didn't know about getting gas. They didn't know the metric system, and I explained to them. I said, this means that, and that means this. I'm good with numbers. I was always good with numbers. But anyway, where am I getting at? Oh, Young Street. We took them brothers to one restaurant. Every time we went out to eat, they want to go to the same restaurant. I said, look, there's other restaurants that are just as good or better. They said, nah, man, we're going to this restaurant. And this restaurant, I mean, that food put a smile on your face. And the food tastes way different than down here in the States. Well, that was Babylon. But we drove up there. The first time we went out, we took a plane up there, me and the brother. But anyway, back then, when we would go to Canada, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 100 American dollars would get you almost $140 Canadian. So we went there. We went up there like, damn, it's like Mexico. I went down to Mexico with my girl. And you go to the most exclusive restaurant. We did go to one of the most exclusive restaurants in Mexico City. It was a steakhouse. We had steak. It was on my dollar, right? I had a steak. My girl had a steak. We had wine. We had dessert. I mean, we ate good. They gave us a bill, and I remember the bill said 10,000 pesos, right? 10,000 some odd pesos. And I calculated, and you know how much that was? 10 American dollars. So you got a lot of people that are smart that moved down to Mexico, but if they're retired, but they're getting money from a company from US. So your money goes a long, long way. You live like a king down there. Let's say you get I don't know. Let's say you retire, you get I don't know, let's say $4,000 a month, which is all right. But if you move to Mexico and have that money constantly being mailed down to you, it's like you're living off of maybe 16,000 back then. So the importance of how money works. So this is as of 2021, June 11, 2021. And this was like the height of the C hit, right? Look at that. $141 to get $100. 141 US dollars to get $100 Canadian. So British. So now let's come over here. Okay. Okay, we're going into 22, right? $135 for 100 British dollars. Look at this. We're coming down. Hope you're keeping up with me. Giving you a quick lesson. Now look at this. It's just going down. It just dropped. I mean, this is a drop. That's not even a dead cat bounce. The dead cat bounces when the stock goes way up and then it drops. Oh my goodness, it went up. And then it drops down to nothing. So you invest in it on the way up, but it quickly goes back down. That's how a lot of people, commit suicide. Anyway, as of right now, September 23, 2022, it's 100. It's never been. I don't remember it ever being this low. And it could match the dollar. That means the economy of the UK is screwed, and all economies are screwed. $108 to get $100 Canadian. Let's go back. Let's go back to the good old days. Let's go 141. Shit. But look at it now. And we don't know what's going to happen. I'm gonna keep this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this in my favorites. I'm gonna keep a watch of this. But something's going on behind the scenes. Something definitely is going on behind the scenes. It says how much is $1 US in the UK? $1 US is 0.88, which is almost $90. uh, G, GBP, September 23rd, and it fluctuates, right? How much is $1 in UK? How much is £1 to the US dollar? Now, this was a while back. This was some years back. I never seen the UK dollar this goddamn low. Never seen the UK dollar this damn low, man. There's something going on behind the scenes, man. It's never been that close to the US dollar. Now it may go lower than that. You keep your eyes open. And I'm thinking about James, the fifth chapter. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just give you a little lesson in how the global dollar works. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.